What does it mean that when Palestinians say they live under occupation? What is occupation? And why do they say that? It is often said that 10/7/23, the attack by Hamas against Israel, which killed 1,200 and took 251 captive, this terrible assault with the atrocities associated with it, took place because of the occupation. Well, there is no occupation in Gaza. In 2005, the entire Jewish presence of Gaza was removed. There is no occupation, and in point of fact, there wasn't even a blockade at that point. The reason was that there was hope that they would create a thriving, free state in Gaza to show what they could do. But instead, Hamas got into a civil war with the Palestinian Authority. They won that civil war, and they used every bit of aid to build rockets and attack Israel. They destroyed everything that Israel left there in Gaza. Israel and Egypt then blockaded Gaza. But there was no occupation in Gaza. So it's foolishness, actually, to say that 10/7 happened because of occupation. The other aspect of it, in the West Bank, there is what we would say since 1967, when Israel took over, there was probably what you would call a military occupation. But Israel has tried their best to deal with that, first of all, by the Oslo Accords, the creation of the Palestinian Authority. Much of the Palestinian population in the West Bank is governed by the Palestinian Authority. How much of the population? 97% of the population is under the Palestinian Authority. So they have self-government. You say, well, why don't they have elections? It's because they're citizens of the Palestinian Authority. Right now, Mahmoud Abbas is in year 19 of his 4-year term as president of the Palestinian Authority. They don't have elections because the Palestinian Authority won't have elections. It is not Israel that is oppressing them or keeping them from democracy. It is the Palestinian Authority that is doing that. I think it's important that we recognize that the problem is the Palestinian Authority is not really a peace partner with Israel. Multiple times now, you can go back to even before the state, 1937, then in 1947, Israel agreed to a partition of Palestine before it became a state. The Palestinians, or the Arabs at that time, rejected it. Then after 1967, the Six-Day War, Israel offered to return all lands to the countries, Jordan, Syria, Egypt, in exchange for peace treaties. All those countries said no. Only later on, under Anwar Sadat, when he offered peace, Israel made peace, and they received the Sinai Peninsula back. What they didn't receive back was what they didn't want. They didn't want Gaza. They thought it was too troublesome. And then twice at Camp David in the year 2000, and then in 2007 under Ehud Olmert, the Palestinian Authority was offered full state status as a state, but they refused to make a final peace agreement with Israel. Frankly, it's amazing to me. I think it's similar to what Abi Ibn, the former foreign minister of Israel, once said: the Palestinians, sadly, have never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity. They could have had a state 25 years ago. They refused.